Hello, I'm Laurel Smith. I'm in class Bio 225 Microbiology. Today is February 7th of 2022, and I had waited for my incubation for my test tubes to incubate, and I am going to let you know if I had any results of the carbon dihydrate fermentation testing results, if they were fermenter, with gas production or non-fermented, or if it was fermenter. So this is week 5, lab 8, biochemical testing for microbial identification of carbon dihydrate fermentation testing. And I have my carbonate fermentation testing results here. And my number 2 fructose staph cerevisiae is non-fermentator. As you can see, the color is red, and you can see the gas production inside. But because the color is red, I have determined that this is a non-fermenter for the carbon dihydrate. But it does have the gas production. So that's how I determine that of the results. And then I have my number 1 glucose staph epidermis. It also has the gas production, as you can see. And I feel that this is more of an yellowish color when I look at the other ones. And I'm going to say this is the results is the fermenter with gas production for number 1 glucose staph epidermis. You can tell the difference of the color. See the fructose number 2 staph cerevisiae is red, where my number 1 glucose staph epidermis is more of a looks more orange to me. So it's orange instead of yellow when I put it together side by side. My number 3 mantle staph cerevisiae is that orangey color, and it does have the gas production. So this is the results for my number 3 mantle is fermenter with gas production. And my number 3 mantle staph epidermis is also, the results are fermenter with gas production. Again, you see the bubbles inside the tube. My number 1 glucose staph cerevisiae, I feel is just also the results is fermenter with gas production. You can see a lot of the gas production in here, and also I feel like it's a lot of culture growth that is growing inside the tube. As you can see, the bottom is more cloudy than any of my test tubes of the carbon dihydrate fermentation testing tubes. And my last one is number 2 fructose staph epidermis. This also, I like how you can see the gas bubbles there, whereas the gas production where you can see the bubbles. And see how it's not cloudy at the bottom like the number 1 glucose Staph cerevisiae? You can see the difference here. So I'm going to hold up the number 1s and number 2 together so you can see the difference. Let's start with the number 1s. So here is your number 1 glucose of the Staph cerevisiae in my left hand, and the number 1 glucose Staph epidermis. You can see that the epidermis does not have any of the gas production, so this is non-fermentin, and the number 1 glucose Staph cerevisiae does have the fermenter with gas production, so you can see the difference there. And I'm going to do number 2 fructose of Staph epidermis in my right hand, and number 2 fructose Staph cerevisiae. So the Staph cerevisiae is red, so this is non-fermenter because it's red, yet as I stated, it does have the gas production. And in my left hand, it also is the fermenter with gas production. You can see the difference in the color, and you can also see that they both have the gas production. And number 3 of the Mantor Staph cerevisiae in my right hand, and number 3 Mantor Staph epidermis in my left. Honestly, they look the same color to me, and they do have the gas production. If you can see it there, I'm trying to see it right there. And again, the Mantor number 3 Staph cerevisiae has the cloudiness at the very bottom of the test tube of the carbohydrate testing tube, where none of them, the rest of them do not have the cloudiness at the bottom of the test tubes. You can see the difference. So I feel like there is some bacteria growing in there. And actually, when I take this one out, you have both of them having the growth at the bottom here. And that is a number 1 glucose Staph cerevisiae, and on my right here, my right hand, and then you have the number 3 Mantor Staph cerevisiae of the cloudiness. So the Staph cerevisiae for number 1 glucose and number 3 Mantor do have cloudiness of growth. And that concludes my results for my part 2 of the carbohydrate fermentation results. Again, it is February 7th, and this is for the microchemical testing for microbial identification, carbonation, fermentation testing. And I forgot to show you my name with what I just stated. Thank you for your time.